Welcome, I'm Michelle, your host. I have a large spring deco mesh wreath tutorial for you today. In today's crafting adventure, I'm going to show you step by step how to make an adorable welcome to our pad frog spring wreath. Now the base of this wreath is constructed using 10-inch mesh, which gives it a nice, large, thick, dense base. Let me show you how to make it. To get started on today's project, you're going to need a 14-inch working wreath form. Now, if you have not seen me put one of these together, I will link in the description box below a quick video that will show you how to do it. You're also going to need 2 rolls of 10-inch by 10-yard decorative mesh. I'm going to be using this ombre color. I love the yellow, the light, and the dark green together. I actually picked this up as a closeout from Walmart. As you can see, I got it for $1.20. How fabulous is that? This has been in my stash for a while. So any green, yellow, or the mixture of the two, 10-inch by 10-yard mesh, you will need 2 rolls. We're going to prep our ribbon for our wreath. Now I pulled out 5 different ribbons. All of them came from craftoutlet.com. I will insert a photo of the item number after each ribbon for you. And this one is 2.5 inches at 50 yards. I love this pattern and I knew I was going to use a lot of it this year. So we're going to be using this one. And then, of course, I had to pick up that gorgeous frog ribbon. Now, they have 2 to choose from. They have this one that has the white background, and then they also have one that has a pink background, so that's up to you. 2.5 inches at 10 yards. This one was $6.95. I have a plain faux pink burlap, 2.5 inches at 10 yards. This was $4.75. Then I have this beautiful ribbon. I love the pink and green. It goes perfectly with the colors in this wreath. 2.5 inches at 10 yards, $5.95. And then this is 1.5 inches at 10 yards. This is $3.56. I really love this ribbon. It's gorgeous. It has just a little bit of sparkle in it. And I've already used this on another wreath. It works very well. It's really good ribbon. I love that brand. I'm most likely going to be ordering more of this one because I'm almost out. You want to take your ribbon and cut 9 pieces at 12 inches of each pattern. I have 9 pieces of each ribbon cut at 12 inches. And just look at how pretty all those colors look together, all lined up. Now on all my ribbon, I'm also going to go ahead and dovetail, and I just fold mine in half. I cut from the fold to the point, and I don't like a real strong dovetail, so I usually only come up about 1/2 inch. And these are some new scissors I've been using, and I really like these. They are heavy-duty shears. If you are interested, they are in my Amazon associate shop. If you're enjoying today's content, make sure to subscribe, and when the notification bell pops up, if you hit that too, YouTube will let you know every time I upload new content. And I do upload new content to my channel every week. This is the sign that I picked up from Craft Outlet that we're going to use today. Now they had about 3 different ones to choose from. I really liked this one because I liked all the pink accents. Now it does come with a jute cord here if you would like to hang it, but we're going to remove that, and look, it is so nice and thick. And there is your item number. So we're going to remove the hanger, and then we're going to be attaching some pipe cleaners here in the back. I'm going to do one at the top, one at the very bottom, and then one on either side. And I'm going to be using my staple gun here. Now these are very inexpensive. You can pick them up at any hardware store. They run about $20 to $30. I've had this one since I was probably 20 years old. Now that I've got them stapled, I'm just going to go over that with a little hot glue. Just in case this staple didn't get it down enough and it slides, I don't want it to slide out. You know, I like everything built like a Mack truck. I have all my pipe cleaners on, my form is ready, and I pulled the ones around the inner ring up and the ones around the outer ring out. I like to start to attach on my inner ring, but that's up to you. It doesn't matter. You can start on the inner or the outer ring. So I'm going to start with one of the 10-inch rolls. Scrunch the end up. Come to your pipe cleaner, place that in. Make sure you get that nice and snug. Pull tight and give a couple twists. Okay, and then we're going to be measuring our poofs at 10 inches. And you want to start to measure right here where you have attached it. Just grab and pull out, pinch at 10 inches, go to the next pipe cleaner and place that in. Continue to do that and work around the center ring. For your convenience, in the description box below is a detailed list of all the tools and materials used in today's project. This list will not only tell you how much you're going to need, it will also let you know where I purchased the materials. Now I'm right back where I started, so I'm going to move down to the outer ring, and you just simply drop right on down. Pull it in, give it a good twist, and then go ahead and measure your poofs again at 10 inches and just move your way around the outside ring. Once you have all your poofs on, you want to go back and open them up and spread them apart. But as you can see, that still looks really thin. Don't worry about it. We are going to fill this base up. With the second roll and the rest of the roll that you used to do the poof method, you want to cut into strips at 25 inches. I'm going to be using my Bowdabra. I like to use this machine when I'm making bundles. I have arthritis in my hands and it does make it difficult for me to hold things. And I have all my ribbon laid out next to me so I can add it as I add my mesh. So we're going to be doing the cruffle method. I really like the poof and cruffle method together. It gives a lot of texture and it fills in the base nicely. So my piece is cut at 25 inches. You want to start at one end and you want to do a nice large roll and go about 3 times. Clip. Then you go to the other end and you do exactly the same thing. Now if you're rolling it too tight, you'll know because the mesh will start to stick out on the ends. That tells you your roll is too tight. You want to go back and loosen it up. If you allow it to stick out at the ends, you're going to have more issues with fraying. Then once you have about 2 or 3 rolls, pinch in the center, scrunch all the way till you get to the other side. And then you can either clip it again with the clip, or you can put it in your bow maker, whatever is easy for you. Or if you've got good hands, you can always hold it in your hands. And then I'm going to be adding 2 to 3 ribbon to each bundle. This one I'm going to give the frog and the pink. I like these two together. Scrunch and put that in the center. Again, I'm going to start in my center ring. And when you're placing them, you want to place them sideways like this. So the bundle goes this way, sideways. This is going to give you a really thick base. If you place it the other way, you end up getting a lot of mesh stuck in the center. And then around the outside, it doesn't look that thick and full. I always like to just kind of separate my ribbon. I usually do the crisscross, lift up, and kind of pull out. And because we're going to be putting a sign in the center, I like to pull my ribbon towards the outside. Okay, so you want to twist it down a couple extra times. Trim your pipe cleaners and then tuck those to the back. Now as you continue to add more bundles, these are going to lift up and it's going to get nice and thick. So for each pipe cleaner, you're going to be adding a bundle that has ribbon and mesh. So let's do the next one. For this one, I'm going to do 3 ribbon. Do the daisy in the back, the beautiful pink and green with the green on top. Okay, so I'm just going to be alternating as I move around the inside, and then I'm going to drop to the outside and fill in the outside. I have all of my bundles and my ribbon in. You just want to go through and make sure that your bundles are stacked up next to each other and that you lift up and kind of curl out your ribbon. I always like to pull them kind of a crisscross so I get a really good mix. And as you can see, I've gone through and just fluffed everything out. I really love the mix of ribbon. I think that is just beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Time to add our adorable little sign, and I want him right up on top in the center. Now to get this attached, you just take your pipe cleaners, you feed it down through the mesh and ribbon until you can get to the wire frame in the back, and you tie it on to the wire frame. Now the last element that I'm going to add is some of this felt floral garland that I picked up at Dollar Tree. I love that they're daisies. They will match the daisy ribbon perfectly. And I've cut them apart. They do come on a string. So they're all strung together. I just simply went in and trimmed them apart. I'm going to take a leaf and add 1 leaf to a floral. I'll have a couple florals left that won't have a leaf. That's okay. Now to get these attached, I'm going to be using a combination of Aleene's Original Tacky Glue and hot glue. Once Aleen sets up, it becomes very weather resistant and you won't have to worry about things falling off your wreath. I have completed my wreath. I am so happy with the end result. As you can see, I did go in and add some of those felt daisies, and I think it was the perfect final addition for this wreath. I love those color combinations in the ribbon. Absolutely gorgeous. Now this finished wreath is about 25 inches in diameter, and it is nice and fluffy. Absolutely gorgeous. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up and show some love in the comments. This really does help support my channel. If you know anyone else who would enjoy my content, please share it with them. If you like DIYs and hauls, you're going to want to check out these other videos. Thanks so much for stopping by. It's always a pleasure. You have a great day. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.